Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Table Talk. I'm your host, Jake Combs, and tonight we've got something special in store for you. Now, obviously, looking at the start of this, it's a little misleading as far as what we're going to be doing. You know, you guys have already seen unboxings of each of these items already, but they actually have something in common that we're going to be using them for. So, that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in, and we're going to be looking at Cursed City Nemesis expansion. Now, as of today, the date that this video goes live, this is available for pre-order, so obviously this was sent to us by Games Workshop for the purpose of this video and our upcoming review, so stay tuned for that. That review should be online either today as well on the nerdcultonline.com site or within the week, if we weren't able to actually play test it by then. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, with this expansion, it does not come with any models, just like the previous one, but it does recommend some additional models that are needed for it. So dire wolves, we've actually already got a box of those. We got those when they were first released. The necromancer and the graveguard, we've got those covered with Legions of Nagash Warcry box set when that came out. For the Crypt Flayers, now one thing that not everyone's aware of is the Flesh Eater Counts box set. The Crypt Haunter and Crypt Horror, they can actually be, they're actually the basis of the Crypt Flayer models as well, and the kit inside does include those pieces, so we're going to be using those for that. And so that only leaves the White King, and for that we are going to be using King Morlack Velmorn from Gnarlwood to facilitate that role. So that's why all these things are put together with this. Now, I know some people are upset by the fact that they don't have models with this. Alright, so there is a rumor that there are rules inside for a more advanced Radukar. Basically, after you defeat him as Radukar the Beast, that rumor is that he further evolves for the purpose of the game, maybe with some additional rules. Now, I have not seen anything to corroborate this, other than just the rumor of from the community. So we're going to go ahead and open it up and find out. Alright, so right off the bat, we have our bag with our encounter cards as well as the stat cards for the different units. Alright, so nothing else hidden inside. So we're going to go ahead and just drop that in so it's out of the way. Alright, so we have our tokens. Now, looking at them, I don't see any that would indicate a further evolved Radukar. So let's go ahead and open up the stats. Now, what I'm honestly hoping before I actually even look at these is that there is going to be another Radukar model coming out eventually, basically kind of like the final evolved form, maybe with the release of the upcoming battle tome for the Soulblight Gravelords. Again, haven't heard anything, but that would be awesome, because the Radukar the Beast model is by far the best Radukar model that I've seen so far, at least in my opinion. But it'd be really cool to maybe get like something that's, you know, on the scale of Nagash himself. Not obviously as big, but maybe, you know, something just much larger, much grander than what we have. Now, so looking in here, so we have the Vargeist, as expected, the White King, the Graveguard, Direwolves, Necromancer, and then we have our Calamity or Ascension card. Then we have our various encounter cards. And then we have looks like these are cards for possible foes, maybe. Let's open it up and take a look. So right off the bat, it does show some enemies or painted versions of the new enemies that you'll be facing. Now, honestly, based on what you're fighting, I would have expected this release to come before the previous one, just because that one ended up with a final battle against Radukar as the Beast. This one actually has a section about Radukar Triumphant, which basically implies that even if you defeat him, that he ends up winning in the end. And then we go into the actual new rules. We have exalted tokens. So a hero may gain an exalt token during Nemesis quest. A hero that has it, who undertakes a journey, starts that journey inspired. We have Reborn Evil. So a new hostile group will be added to the battlefield. Torgilius the Chamberlain, Watch Captain Halgrim, and Gorzlov the Gravekeeper are added to that hostile group if their name is written on any line of the encounter card. The Lord of Ulfenkarn. If an encounter card would add any iteration of Radukar to the battlefield, use the iteration on that encounter card. So basically, the wolf or the beast, use the appropriate encounter card for that. So we have our updated maps. Now, what surprises me is with this, we don't actually have any new map tiles. Actually, yeah. So we have sinkhole tokens that have been added, but no new map tiles. But we do have some updated maps to fight in for scavenge missions, interrogation missions, secure missions. And then we have the crisis sections where we would then actually roll to find out which crisis is going on. And so that goes up to 68. 60 is Radukar defeated. Then we have a bloody resurrection, the heavens open, the necromancer's doom. So basically, it sounds like, or what I can see so far is, it looks like the purpose of this is to basically resurrect Radukar, and that at some point, depending on how the events transpire, the necromancer may be successful in bringing him back, in which case you'll have to end up fighting him again. And it does end with another final battle against Radukar as well. So definitely something to look forward to. You know, any chance to use the Radukar the Beast model is definitely something I'm looking forward to. By far the best Soulblight Gravelord model that's come out that was exclusive to that release, as far as I'm concerned. And one of my favorites to paint as well. So the only models that we have yet to paint for the expansions are the ones that I actually showed you today. So we're actually getting ready to prime those, build them, paint them, and get them ready, so that way we can actually do the full campaign start to finish. And really dive into it, but definitely some really cool stuff to look forward to. Really looking forward to this. The story, how the events transpired, definitely very awesome stuff. So really looking forward to that. But that's it for this episode. Thank you guys as always for watching. Thank you to Games Workshop for sharing these items with us. We always appreciate it, and look forward to actually giving them a try and letting you guys know what we thought. So again, thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll see you next time.